make it. Don't say it! Don't watch it. The Bye-Bye Man. Watch this review, that'll be fun, but not the movie. So the Bye-Bye Man is admittedly an interesting premise about this spirit called the Bye-Bye Man. If you say his name, he'll come after you. If other people learn his name and then say his name, he'll come after them too. He kind of spreads like a virus, but if no one knows or says his name, this dude has no power and he's just nowhere. What this movie actually is a movie that unfolds that premise at a snail's pace. The slowest shit ever. With the worst acting you can imagine. For a theatrical release anyway, outside of porn. I'm trying to think of silver linings somewhere in this movie, like something that was neat. Like I said, that's just kind of the premise itself. Actually, there are flashbacks to a story. The story actually starts out in 1969. It's really brief. I was like, that is the interesting story. I would have liked to have stayed there. And it's like this movie was thought up as a story that was supposed to take place in 1969. They were like, we don't have the budget for that. They were gonna have to make it take place in modern day, you know, budget. We can get good actors though, right? Did you hear me say budget? I mean it too. For the first half of this movie, I was like, nothing is happening. When I'm in a horror movie and I am praying for a jump cut just to pick up the pace somehow, you know this is bad news. For one, I hate jump cuts. I can't stand them in horror movies. Another thing I hate is a boring ass movie, so where are we? We're between a rock and a hard place here. No, this is just dumpster fire garbage. The awkward thing for me is I haven't run into this situation before. I was at a screening. It's in Los Angeles. The director and producers were there at the screening. They came out, said a few words like, all right, everyone, hi, enjoy. You look like the perfect audience, so enjoy our garbage. And it kind of humanized it. I was like, oh man, these guys poured their heart and soul into this. I'm sure you're sweet people, and I'm sorry you poured your heart and soul into this. That said, you shoved shit down my throat that you made me eat, and I gotta talk about it. From the opening shot alone, this dude pulls up in his car, and then the camera follows him, and I was like, this looks like a student film. And this movie is just, the setup is set up cliche. Like the main dude's brother, when he comes on, he's like, hey, little brother, how's it going? Oh, mom said to pick up this and that. I'm like, okay, first of all, you say, hey, little brother, it's just the movie going, hey, they're brothers. When you could have just had him pull up and be like, oh, hey, by the way, mom said to do this and that. And then the audience would just assess that, hey, they're brothers. You don't need to make it so on the nose. The best friend's a walking cliche. The main actress, oh. The audience would literally laugh at what she said. When she said it, like she's supposed to be serious, whether it's her sneezing and literally saying, achoo, or her delivering her lines the way she delivered, yeah, it was painful. Which is sad, because if the director was there at the screening, it's possible that girl was there too. Like there's this scene where this really CGI evil dog is in the closet and his eyes are there and looking at the main dude, and the dude sits up and he's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, that's a shitty fucking script you're reading from. That's what that is. Then it just breaks your heart when Carrie-Anne Moss shows up. You're like, oh, you're okay. This is where we are now. Oh shit, Trinity. And then her character starts making dumbass calls too, because like, you know, people start dying because it's a horror movie. It's like, you kid are the prime suspect. All right, you can go. It's just like the classic case of when this kid's trying to explain why he should leave, she should be like, this kid's out of his fucking mind. I'm gonna book him right now. He is in handcuffs. He is under arrest. But no, she's like, maybe there's validity to this. You're the worst cop ever, by the way. I'm letting you know that. Character that doesn't exist. The saving grace itself is the premise. I feel like this movie could have a sequel that could be a reboot. And they're like, oh yeah, the first one never happened. Here's the Bye-Bye Man. Like the Ouija movie, how the first one was shit and the second one was like, hey, actually not so bad. I feel like Bye-Bye Man could have that treatment because the Bye-Bye Man premise is actually an interesting premise that they managed to destroy under the rubble of this wreck. The acting's horrible. The script is horrible. The pacing is horrible. When I'm yawning, praying for a jump cut in a scary movie, that's bad. The Bye-Bye Man is textbook January movie. The Bye-Bye Man is dog shit. Alright guys, so the Bye-Bye Man, don't. I was gonna say, have you seen it? What did you think about it? That implies that you're going to. Please don't. I'm gonna ask you, what is the worst horror movie you have ever seen ever? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.